today we are in Portland, and so our brother Josiah Cowperthwaite is having an MRI test, and then he is having an EEG, which measures the electric pulses in his brain. This is Samuel Cowperthwaite for Calvin Action News, signing off.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, Pete!
That's a pretty awesome hat you got there, Bob.
Does Malachi like it?
Do you like it, Malachi?
I have hat.
You're saying Malachi might be a little scared.
He's got a whole hose hanging out his head.
And we have a
Don't
camera.
fall on it. And a camera. Alrighty then.
A whole-
Okay, what are we gonna do with this thing?
A video camera that once we get home, we have to put it on him, including at night and everything, so that they can watch his movements. So.
You're on TV.
Oh, Daddy, I saw a picture of you doing this. So we walked into a building, and then we went to see ladies, and then I had my MRI, and I stayed really still.
Well, what did we do before your MRI?
We got dressed into a hospital clothes.
Yeah. And what did she forget to give us?
A shirt.
She gave us what she thought was a whole hospital gown, like gown and pants, and it was just the pants. So we had to go out in the hallway with just pants on, saying, could we have a shirt? Right?
Yeah.
So what was the MRI like?
It was noisy.
Was it noisy?
Yeah.
What did it sound like?
Like, brr, 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 brr.
They go ding, 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 ding sometimes too.
And then it went like that, but it got really loud, and then it got really quiet, and then really loud, and then really quiet.
Yeah, the potty. What they put on your head?
A helmet.
A helmet head.
Yep, they put a thing over his face. Oh, and what did they put in your ears?
Earplugs.
Earplugs, and then headphones, and then the helmet over. So there was like no room. If he would have had a seizure, I don't think he could have moved his head.
I'm glad you didn't have a seizure, Bob.
And then what did they? Do you remember what they put on your arms?
Cold.
Yeah, they put these pads because they don't want your skin touching your skin. So he had these, like, I don't know what they were, rubber pieces that went between his body and his arm. And his arms weren't allowed to touch, right? And then they put him in, and he was in past his waist. Like he was that far in the machine.
Wow.
And what did you watch?
I watched Hot Air Balloons.
Finish your crackers,
Oh,
silly.
blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so what did you, when you're done? Do you need to drink water?
So I watched Hot Air Balloons.
Hot air balloons.
Yep. They were the men who were putting in the movie projector screen to show the images were leaving as we walked in. Like he was the first one to get to watch that program. So it showed a hot air balloon blowing up, and then like you were flying over things, right? What'd you see on the screen?
I saw roads and big trucks.
Roads and big trucks. Yeah. So then, did they talk to you during your MRI?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
They said, "Oh, you're doing really good."
Yep. And then they'd say, "Oh, we got a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
We're going to do another test." And they didn't have to redo any of the tests. So we got out and changed, right? And then what did we do for a break in between?
I played some games on Kindle,
So we went on the Kindle.
and then me and Mommy went for a walk.
Ooh. Where'd you walk? How much place is the walk?
Over by the cardiology building, there was a circle.
Where's the picnic
Huh? Yeah. Where the picnic tables were, there was just a circle. It wasn't very big. So we walked there, right?
Yeah.
And then we decided we had to go potty, so we went back to the other building and checked in. And then we went upstairs and talked to Ian. I think that's how he pronounced his name. He was from Romania, and he had a very thick Romanian accent, right? He was a little hard to understand.
Glued all those things to your head. No touching, no touching. And then you got a little ponytail out the back. It goes all the way down to this little bag. And then we got a camera that we got to set up when we get home.
Yep, in the bag is his little machine that we have to press a button on if he has a seizure, and there's paperwork to write down what happens during the seizure. And then there's a video camera on a tripod. I know how to turn on the night vision and everything, and he's got to sleep with that. Yep. Once we get home, he has to have that on him if he's in one position. It doesn't have to be on constantly, but
So you're gonna have
I know it's a video camera.
By the time we get home, it's gonna be like something.
yeah.
And then we'll.
So, ooh, there's a whole bunch of storks out there, guys. Still down in the water right there. Storks or cranes or whatever those things are. There's a bunch of them. I don't think I've ever seen that many in one
in
spot.
one spot. They must be found a good fishing spot.
So, and then he hooked up all the things. It took about an hour. They had told us it could take up to 2 hours, but the guy was good, and Josiah sat still, right? And then
Okay.
let's come home.
Okay, so we're headed home.
We're headed home.
We'll be home in an hour and a half.
Yep.
Okay. Say bye.
Training tour. Learn everything about off-grid and
Working round the clock to keep up with all these events. Moses, it did it again. This whole thing is a hunk of junk.
Ding, 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 ding.
The van just went 100,000 miles. Since they made this van, it's gone 100,000 miles, which is a lot less mileage than our old van. How much did our old van have?
164,000 before it went smoosh.
We're coming, Moses.
Who is it at this hour of the night? Yes? How may I help you?
We're looking for our friend.
How's it going,
Sounds
Bob?
like soldiers.
Are you doing good? He's really tired. He's ready to go to sleep.
We'll be home in about 20 minutes, then we can go to sleep.
Yeah, we'll eat supper and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay? It is 6.
Eating supper on the couch. How is it? Pretty good. Yummy. You got your little ponytail. Got his little horsey tail. Do his unit over here. You're good. Yeah. And the camera to record everything you do. So stay out of trouble, bub. Hey, kid.
Hey,
So we're headed back to the doctor's office to take
Lita.
those things off your head.
And then we're going to see our friend Sam.
Yay! We're gonna go see friends.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. But you've only had one seizure. Like normally you have 2 or 3 seizures over the course of a period like this, and you've only had one, which is good, but it's not very helpful for the reading. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how the next couple hours go.
We'll see if he had seizure activity in his sleep.
Yeah, we don't know. You may have had seizures in your sleep that we didn't detect.
Yeah.
Where shall space begin? Taking away my burden, setting my spirit free. For the wonderful grace of Jesus reaches me. Wonderful the Master's grace to
Jesus,
thee.
deeper than the mighty rolling sea, the rolling sea.
High on the mountains, nothing like the mountain. All sufficient grace for me.
For even me,
Because it's broader than the scope of my transgression.
Sing it!
Greater far than all my sin and shame. Oh, magnify the precious name of Jesus. Praise His name, oh, praise His name. For my lamp, keep it burning, burning, burning. Give me oil for my lamp, I pray. Hallelujah. Give me oil for my lamp. Keep it burning, burning, burning. Keep it burning till the break of day. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King. Ding, ding, ding.
I sing the goodness of the Lord.
God fills the earth with food.
He formed the creatures with His word, and
Then thrown Jesus everything. Now I gladly own him as my king. Now my raptured soul can only sing of Calvary. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burden so for liberty at Calvary.
Siya hamba kukanyeni kwenkos.
Siya hamba kukanyeni
kwenkos. Siya hamba kukanyeni kwenkos.
Siya hamba.
Siya hamba. Siya hamba kukanyeni kwenkos. Siya hamba. Siya hamba. Siya hamba kukanyeni kwenkos.
We are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching, we are marching. Ooh,
we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, we are marching.
Ooh,
we are marching in the light of God.
Oh, I have another song.
See ya home.
First clock built in the United States.
Do you guys remember learning about Benjamin Banneker? Learned about the Benjamins from the United States history? You remember?
Benjamin roads will not run if you add salt to the water in which you wash them.
Interesting.
Joe Kinman, a pioneer settler near Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, had 4 horses to help him work his farm between the years 1849 and 1869.
Big letter, little letter. Big letter, little letter.
What's after that? G. Yeah.
Tell me when you're done, because then I have another guy. Even harder. Well then.
R. No. Yeah. Yeah. S. G. I. N. I. A. Virginia. I guess I got lost, bro.
See it? You guys see Eartha? Thank you for fixing her hair, whoever did this morning.
Hi, Bob.
You ready?
Hey, Josiah. You ready to go? You haven't had a seizure yet.
No.
Well, he had one.
This morning.
Yeah, no seizures this morning. So let's go in and get that thing taken off, okay? Okay.
You got the box.
I got
and
the
you
box.
got him.
I
and
got
you
my
got your
phone.
bag or whatever you
Hey,
need.
Mommy, Josiah, get in.
We're good.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Bye. I love you.
Go.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Speedy.
Ready to race Virginia?
How'd it go?
Look at that little car.
You all done?
Yeah.
Hey, your head looks better.
He's a little sticky. He's confused. So she was having a hard time washing his head.
What happened?
So we went in to check in, and I was asking the nurse some things like at check-in. We had gotten a phone call. I was trying to ask some things, and I noticed he got stiff and tried to take all the stuff off her counter. So I was trying to keep his hand away from that while carrying the big box too.
Camera thing, yeah.
So I'm holding him up, and then after he started to loosen up, he really decided he wanted to sit down. So I set him down, and he started telling me about how he was having dreams, and his left hand really hurt, and he wanted to stand up, but he kept sitting down further, like he'd cross his legs and stuff, like not trying to stand up at all. So we just stood in front of her window for a little while, and then we went in, and we didn't even sit down, they immediately took us back, and she started to take the stuff off his head, but he was so confused he kept trying to rip it off his head, which wouldn't have worked because it was so sticky. So we had a little trouble getting it off his head because he was confused, but she said she has patients that are worse than him who aren't confused coming out of a seizure. So he did good for his confusion.
Good job.
But I'm glad we caught another one. We were able to write it down, so
Yay.
we will.
All right, off to Sam's Club?
Off to Sam's Club.
And then
And then go see who?
Sam.
Yay!